All right, gang, out here in the very, very hot garage to give you my bug out belt video, all right? Because bugging out will suck. We've already established in the last video that bugging out is not the thing you want to do, and it's going to be actually very rare because you don't want to leave your stuff behind, right? But let me give you something to ask in your brain. The first one is, if I gave you a couple bottles of water, a couple granola bars, or a little snack, told you go out in my front yard and sit underneath the tree all night, could you do it? Well, yeah, I could do that. But why? If I gave you a couple cans of soup, means to heat that, the proper clothing, a couple of bottles of water, could you stay out there all night, walk down 2 miles, and come back the next day? Yeah, you could. You don't want to do that, right? You would ask questions, well, can I take this? Why can't I take that? Why, that would be very inconvenient. Heck, if I gave you the proper clothing and gave you a couple bottles of water, you could last 2 or 3 days. It's true. So why do we as a collective, as a, prepping community, whatever you want to call us, why do we overstep the means of survival? Comfort. You want to be comfortable. You, or me, live a privileged life. Think about it. We get to live under a beautiful roof, own beautiful vehicles. We live in a privileged society. So if we actually had to bug out or we had to get out of Dodge, many people would absolutely not be able to do it because they have to have convenience. I'm not wrong. Now, that I said that, right? You got to bug out. You need to run. What are you going to do? You're going to throw on your backpack and you're going to go. Okay, that's good. What's your plans? Do you have an A, B, C route to get out of there? Do you have an A, B, C place to go? My system, if I ever had to bug out, depends a lot on resupply. Why? Because I'm not 21 anymore. I can't carry an 80-pound rucksack. I'm broad-shouldered, rounded-shouldered. I can't carry a backpack very well. I can sure take a bag like this and easily survive 2 days on it because I'm not worried about convenience. So what all do you need? Let me go over my bag and my way of thinking on this. First of all, let's talk about the plan. The plan is I have 5 different locations. I can go, then make it to the 6th location that everybody's going. We call these rally points. At every rally point, which we'll go over in part 3, there is a box of food, clothing, basically another bug out bag in that box, except the food is 10 to 14 days worth. Why? You may have to stay there for a while before you move. Don't count on your siblings or your friends to have that ready for you, though they probably will if they're good friends and good siblings, but you have it available. What happens at this point is that those friends, you give them a box, they give you a box. If you get caught having to hunker down, make sure you inform everybody not to rally with you. You're locked down. You have all that extra that when your supplies run out, you can divvy into. Pretty cool idea. Well, what if you get the chance to be able to use your vehicle? Man, going into the pantry and bagging up all and boxing up everything to throw it in the truck and go. Or you just grab those boxes and throw them in your car and go. two-edged sword there, right? Two-edged sword definitely beats a single-edged sword. So you have a chance to rally, you have a chance to evacuate, and you have a chance of getting locked down. All three of those are win-win-win situations for everybody involved. That's our plan. Therefore, if A through C or D or E are all, or D anyway, are all within 1 day's walk, if you make a 2-day bag, if you get delayed, you still should have ample enough time to get to your rally point, to get to your food stuff. Maybe you only have time to get in there, open your box, resupply your stuff, and move. But you still have a resupply. And it's secure at somebody's location. It's not buried out in the woods and you forget which tree you hid it behind. Right? Then you move on to the main rally point, which is a lot more secure. A lot more secure. Anyway, so that's my plan. Let's go over the belt. Belt's pretty basic, guys. It's nothing fancy. Remember me talking about, going out and walking down 2 miles down the road and staying under a tree, coming back? Yeah. Pocket knife, right? You're going to use a lot of pocket knives. Sorry. It's going to be probably one of your main tools, a utility. I've got a multi-tool right here also, and yeah, we're going to use those. Self-defense. This is a compact pistol, therefore it can be easily, if I'm walking, I can put my arm down. It's somewhat hidden, it's not perfectly hidden, but it's out of sight, out of mind, right? Reload for that. Got my flashlight. Got my multi-tool. Got a med kit, scissors, tourniquet. Inside here is basically a trauma bag, and as well as a boo-boo kit, Band-Aids and things like that. But also in here is the trauma kit's instructions on how to use their stuff. Now, I'm not a great medical. I've gone over these a few times. I've even done a little bit of, not necessarily training, but sat down and I've actually looked what I'm supposed to be doing and pretending this one's open and I'm doing this as the instructions say, but you're still not gonna be 100%. Keep the instructions, it's important. Water purifications, I don't know if I said that, another knife, another cutting tool, and a lighter. Water. Now I'm just gonna go over what's in the kit since I really don't wanna pull everything out, but I can, if I need to. What's in here? Number one, toilet paper. Now rip that bag, I'll have to go put it in a new bag. Toilet paper. Soap. I have a 5x7 tarp in here. And cordage. I think y'all know what those are. Fishing pin. That's right, a fishing pin. This is a fishing rod. Fishing kit. I live in East Tennessee. How many creeks? How much stuff is going around there? Yeah. I've got a life straw, right? I've got a fire kit. You can build your own fire kit. I'm not gonna pull it out. I have another magazine and ammo. And then, I'll rebag that here in a few minutes. So I've got shelter, right? As long as I got proper clothing on and a shelter to keep me out of potentially some hazardous weather, should be okay. I know why. There we go. All right, so let's move on to the food pouch. 9x4 by 2.5, the same as my stuff pouch. In here I have a rag. Bathe myself, wash myself, clean myself up, whatever I need to. In this kit, I have peanut butter and jelly, MREs. I have 9 tortillas. I have 4 cups of soup, right? You don't remember those cups of soup? I have 4 of them in there, right? Because really one for a full-grown adult, not really enough, you gotta have 2. I have 8 bags of oatmeal. And I have a cup Probably have to pull that out so you believe me. I have a cup with a burner, a lighter, and an adapter for propane. So if I find something on the way that I could use, right? An eating tool, my cup, and regular fuel. And it all fits in this lovely little bag on that. That's right. Simple, plain. It keeps you off your shoulders. Now I do have a little mini sling bag that is full of freeze-dried meals. And because it's full of freeze-dried meals, I should be able to, God, the belt makes my belly pop out. That's funny. I should be able to sling that over and have a few extra meals if I needed it. However, I generally keep that in the car. So unless I don't have access to the car, that's probably going to be on me as well. That's it. Nothing fancy, not overboard. I'm not trying to sell anybody's product. You know, that's simple. Y'all be good. We're good at it. We'll see you next time.